What happens when Hollywood's brightest young star loses control so badly that she ends up with 7 arrests, 6 jail sentences, and more mugshots than movie posters? This is the unbelievable true story of how Lindsay Lohan went from America's favorite redhead to the most arrested actress in Hollywood history, and how she somehow survived it. The rise before the wreckage. Before the mugshots and probation hearings, Lindsay Lohan was the golden child of early 2000s Hollywood. She stole hearts in The Parent Trap, became a teenage phenomenon in Freaky Friday and Mean Girls, and looked destined to become the next generation's Julia Roberts. But behind the fame were cracks, a chaotic family life, an overwhelming spotlight at a young age, and a Hollywood party scene that has destroyed more careers than rotten scripts ever have. By 2007, everything exploded, and not in a fun, blockbuster action movie way. Arrest number 1, the Mercedes crash that changed everything, May 2007. It's 5:30 a.m. in Beverly Hills, the time when only joggers and bad decisions are awake. Lohan crashed her Mercedes convertible into a curb and some unfortunate bushes. She left the scene and was later found at a hospital, which is a creative but ineffective way to claim you weren't driving. Police said she was under the influence of alcohol, and they also found cocaine in the car. This was the moment when America collectively gasped and said, "Wait, she does more than act?" Arrest number 2, the now legendary Santa Monica car chase, July 2007. Fresh out of rehab, literally 11 days out, Lindsay got into an SUV, chased her assistant's mother through the streets of Santa Monica, and ended up being arrested again. Police said she was intoxicated, her license was suspended, and she had cocaine in her pocket. This was the arrest that truly revealed the scale of her problems. It wasn't celebrity bad girl misbehaving. It was a genuine crisis happening in full view of the world. To her lawyers, we salute you. You must have been the most stressed people in California that year. The first court drama. After pleading guilty to misdemeanor cocaine use and no contest to DUI and reckless driving, she was sentenced to 1 day in jail, rehab programs, community service, and 3 years of probation. In November 2007, she reported for jail and served 84 minutes. Yes, less than the runtime of Mean Girls. She was released due to overcrowding, proving once again that being famous is basically a cheat code for the American prison system. Arrest number 3, the probation disaster, 2010. Here's where the story shifts from party girl chaos to courtroom Groundhog Day. She hadn't finished her required alcohol education classes, she missed a court hearing after traveling to the Cannes Film Festival, and the judge was not amused. A bench warrant was issued, her probation was violated, and she got sentenced to 90 days in jail and 90 days in rehab. She was booked in July 2010, served only a fraction due to overcrowding again, and created yet another mugshot that tabloids pasted everywhere, like motivational posters for bad decisions. Arrest number 4, the failed drug test and another short jail stay. September 2010. Just when everyone hoped she'd learned her lesson, Lohan failed a court-ordered drug test. The judge immediately revoked her bail and ordered her straight to jail. She was taken into custody again, released shortly afterward on bail, and the cycle of Lindsay violates probation, judge gets tired, Lindsay goes back to jail for 10 minutes, continued. At this point, even viewers were losing track of what she was being arrested for. It was like a miniseries on repeat. Arrest number 5, the necklace scandal of 2011. Ah yes, the infamous $2,500 necklace situation. The moment everyone realized her legal story wasn't just about DUIs. A jewelry store claimed Lindsay walked out wearing a gold necklace without paying. Surveillance footage showed her wearing it. She eventually returned it, but was charged with felony grand theft. She turned herself in, was formally booked, and later pleaded no contest to misdemeanor theft. Instead of jail, she served most of her 120-day sentence under house arrest with an ankle monitor. The tabloids loved it, calling her Venice Beach's most stylish house arrest icon. Arrest number 6, the community service disaster, late 2011. Judges kept checking her progress, and every time they did, the answer was, she hasn't done the work. She was found to have violated probation yet again, leading to another booking. This time, she was sentenced to 30 days in jail, served less than 5 hours due to overcrowding again, and exited with yet another shiny new mugshot. At this point, she probably had a dedicated mugshot lighting guy. Arrest number 7, the Dream Hotel pedestrian incident, September 2012. If Hollywood had a rule, it would be this: nothing good happens at 2:30 a.m. outside a hotel. In 2012, Lindsay allegedly clipped a pedestrian with her Porsche while pulling into an alley near the Dream Hotel in New York. Police said she went into a club afterward instead of staying at the scene. She was arrested for leaving the scene of an accident and taken into custody. Alcohol was not suspected this time, but the headlines didn't care. Lindsay Lohan arrested again was all they needed for a full week of coverage. The nightclub assault arrest, November 2012. As if 2012 wasn't eventful enough, 3 months later, she was arrested again. This time, she allegedly punched a woman at a nightclub in New York. Police charged her with third-degree assault. She was released with a court date, and California immediately started investigating whether this incident violated her probation. Spoiler, of course it did. At this point, it would have been easier to list the things she did not violate. The 2013 case, reckless driving and lying to police. This was connected to her June 2012 accident, where she crashed a Porsche into a truck on her way to the set of Liz and Dick. She initially told police she wasn't driving, which was not true. In 2013, she pleaded no contest to reckless driving and lying to police. She avoided jail through a plea deal that required rehab, therapy, and community service. By 2015, after completing everything, her probation was finally terminated. The world breathed a sigh of relief. Judges in California probably threw a party. Why it all happened. Lohan wasn't a villain or a criminal mastermind. She was a young actress dealing with substance abuse, family chaos, nonstop media pressure, and the kind of Hollywood environment that eats people alive. Her mistakes were real, but so was the insane spotlight on her. Her legal problems became entertainment for millions, which only made the spiral worse. She became the poster child for child star gone wrong, even though she was really just a human being in crisis. Lindsay Lohan today. Here's the twist that makes this story worth telling. Lindsay Lohan climbed out of the chaos. She moved to Dubai, got married to financier Bader Shammas, and welcomed her son in 2023. She signed a multi-movie deal with Netflix, starred in the hit holiday film Falling for Christmas, and worked on more movie projects. She talks openly about wanting stability, being a mother, and rebuilding her life. Her 2020s glow-up is more impressive than any red carpet moment she had as a teenager. And that, right there, is the insane true story of Lindsay Lohan. If you enjoyed this deep dive and want more real Hollywood stories just like this, make sure you hit that like button, smash subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next one. Thanks for watching, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next video.